Welcome back to King of Mountain Season 4, Tournament number 2, Round 1, Group 10.
We've got a mix of American Muscle and JDM tonight.
I see a Camaro out there.
That's right, we got 2 Chevys, a Camaro, and a Corvette, along with a Nissan Skyline and a Mazda RX-7.
Let's get to the drivers.
First up, driving in the Nissan Skyline R30 is the Crazy Canuck, coming to us all the way from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Then we have Just Carl.
Yep.
Just Carl?
That's what it says.
First name Just?
It's just Carl. Moving on, we have Big Hogs from Florida, driving in the Mazda Savanna RX-7 FC3S.
I've heard of Justine, but not Just.
It's just Carl. And last up, we have Bobby Pooker Wright, driving in the yellow Chevy Camaro Z28.
If it's just Carl, they could just went with Carl, you know?
It's just Carl. It's not complicated.
Just Carl.
See, it's that easy. Here we go with race 1, the Crazy Canuck starting in the pole position. Top driver in points will advance on to round 2. Crazy Canuck leading the pack down into the first big turn. Some paint swapping between Big Hogs and Just Carl. Carl currently in second place trying to catch up to that Skyline.
The Crazy Canuck was up on 2 wheels for a second there.
Here they come to the garage. Final turn. Just Carl passes on the inside and steals the win from the Crazy Canuck. What a finish there for race 1.
Wow, Carl just got it done with a great pass coming out of the final turn.
That was beautifully executed, and that is going to put 5 points on the board for Just Carl.
What happened to Pooker?
Bobby Wright stopping over there for some tofu.
Hey, you can't blame him.
They are running a special tonight, so you want to get there before the line starts.
Hey, you know, it's all about priorities. What's more important, getting the tofu or winning a race? If it was me, I'd probably go with the tofu.
Let's see this pass again by Just Carl. You can see here the Crazy Canuck understeers coming out of the corner. That opened the door for Just Carl, who walked right on through.
You know, I'm starting to like this guy, even if he's just Carl.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with just being Carl.
I didn't say there was anything wrong with it. Maybe Carl Justice would have been a better name, like a superhero, but you know.
It's just Carl.
I know, I got it.
Here we go, race 2, Just Carl in the Corvette. Starting in the pole position, Bobby Pooker Wright in the yellow Camaro starting on the front right.
Pooker really needs to make up for that DNF.
Yes, he does. Here comes Just Carl first through the corner. Bobby Wright gets spun around, and he is out of the race.
Well, there goes Pooker.
We got a race here between Just Carl and the Crazy Canuck. Crazy Canuck trying to get around that Corvette.
I don't know, Just Carl's pretty good.
Both cars through the parking garage. It's a race to the finish, and Just Carl will take his second win in a row.
Wow, Just Carl is just looking good out there on the track.
That is going to push his score up to 10 points. He is 4 points ahead of the Crazy Canuck, who is in second place. There goes Big Hogs, who's stuck over on the track. That's going to be a DNF for him and Bobby Wright. Let's see where things went wrong for Bobby Wright and Big Hogs. You can see Wright spin his car around. Big Hogs gets tangled up with him. That forced Bobby Wright off the track and may have damaged the car of Big Hogs as well.
Well, I hate to say it, but I think those two are already out of this race. Big Hogs only has 2 points and Pooker has none.
It does now seem to be a 2-car race between Just Carl and the Crazy Canuck. 2 wins in a row for Just Carl. Let's see what he can do on race 3. And here they go. Bobby Pooker Wright starting in the pole position. Just Carl right on his tail.
You can tell Just Carl wants to win this race. He's like a shark out there on the track.
It's a close group of cars out of the turn. Bobby Wright goes off the road, and look at Big Hogs. He went from third to first after all that confusion on that turn, and now he is 1 turn away from taking the checkered flag on this one.
Oh, down goes Big Hogs.
Wait,
what?
He's back up.
How?
And Big Hogs takes the win.
What kind of madness is going on tonight? Big Hogs had an amazing pass. He crashed on the bridge, and he still managed to make it past the finish line.
That is a big win for Big Hogs. No one else made it past the finish line, and that is going to move Big Hogs up to second place on the scoreboard, only 3 points behind Just Carl.
Look at the way he threaded that needle. He had a Corvette on his left side, a Camaro on his right, and he went right through the middle.
That was probably one of the best passes of the season.
I totally agree.
But then right here, he almost blows it, steers too hard to the left, goes up on the side, rolls his car all the way over before taking a bump from Just Carl, which sends him past the finish line.
We gotta see that one more time.
Here it is from the bridge cam.
Wait, did he hit someone?
I think that guy was just really excited. Just as I am to see this last race. Just Carl in the lead with 10 points. Big Hogs has 7, the Crazy Canuck has 6, and Bobby Pooker Wright has 0.
Pooker trying to get that dirty sweep.
We had one last week, we may get another one tonight. This is it, the 4th and final race. Big Hog starting in the pole position. Who will move on to round 2?
Let's go.
A close race so far. Big Hog's out in the lead. Bobby Wright in second place, followed by the Crazy Canuck. Just Carl gets sideways, and he is out.
And he hit some guy's RX-7.
Big Hog's in the lead, followed by Bobby Pooker Wright.
Oh, come on, don't finish Pooker. Go for the dirty sweep.
Here they go through the final turn. Big Hog's swerving back and forth, but he holds on to it, makes it past the finish line to take the win. Let's wait for the scoreboard, and Big Hogs makes a comeback in this race, and we'll be advancing on to round 2. Wow.
Big Hogs was certainly the comeback kid tonight. Just Carl, well, he's just Carl.
You summed up the entire race right there. This was certainly just Carl's race to lose.
And lose it, he did.
Yes, he did.
And he's going to have a claim on his insurance as well.
Yeah, it's not a great night for just Carl.
I also got to say I'm disappointed in Pooker. He almost had that dirty sweep.
And there you have it, Big Hogs. Moving on to round 2 at the time of 16.6118 seconds. It's a slower time, but based on his driving tonight, I'm really interested in seeing what he does in round 2.
That's the second RX-7 so far, and move on to the next round.
We've got 6 races left in the first round. Who is going to take those last spots?
Not just Carl.
Well, no, he's out. We thank you for joining us. Until next time, I'm 3D Botmaker.
And I'm 2D.
And you've been watching
King of the Mountain.